neither the Prophet Muhammad nor Noah's grandfather Enoch could be with us today. In fact, I'm not sure we know exactly what Enoch looked like. But their teachings will be with us for the next 4 months in the form of a 17th century Quran and a 15th century Ethiopic manuscript of the first book of Enoch. The book of Enoch is still considered Holy Scripture by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, and I want to tell you that I have felt and touched and smelled those two documents, and they are incredible. Please take advantage of that. And also joining us today are a few people whom you know firsthand, about the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson, the principal author and original signer of the Declaration. Tom. The University of Virginia is known as Mr. Jefferson's University. Nice accolade. John Adams, as we all learned from the recent miniseries, was quite the character. This rigid and fiercely independent patriot spared nothing in his zeal for the American Revolution, and of course he became our second president. And then finally, and equally interesting, is Benjamin Franklin. Franklin's colorful life and legacy of scientific and political achievement and important aphorisms and kite strings and keys made him one of America's most influential founding fathers, and we're happy to have you here today, Mr. Franklin, as well. He's credited with as being foundational to the roots of American values and character. Well, Jefferson, Adams, and Franklin, numerous documents in the collection were composed by them or resulted directly from their political influence, and it's only fitting for them to lead us in our unison reading of the Declaration of Independence. So if you would turn to the back of your program where you will find the text, which we and hundreds of others across the city will now read together.
When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which led them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness.
Prudence, indeed, to dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable, and to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. Establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do.
And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.